We've got all the outlets off, and I was thinking about either spraying or rolling the garage. I think I'm gonna roll it just to make it a little bit cleaner. I also don't have all the supplies I need to spray, and I want to get it done today. Yeah, this is all white. All of this is gonna get colored. This is the before. Take a look around. Not bad. It looks nice now. It's gonna look even nicer later, don't you think? Seems so dark. You made a huge mistake. This is like that episode of The Office where Dwight is manager for a day and he paints his office black to let his employees know that he can dominate them. Was that what it was? I think easily dominate them?
Michael said that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Michael says the dumbest thing, but I'm going with the Dwight Schrute color so that I can let the world know I can dominate them. No, I think it looks good. It looks really good. The ceiling is so high. My shoulders are dying. And I've got to edge this whole thing, which is gonna just be awful. I've only bumped the ceiling one time, and then the mad scramble to get the ladder to wipe off the ceiling because I do not want to paint the ceiling. It's probably better that I'm rolling it anyway. I was thinking about spraying it because I have a sprayer. It was just taking me, there we go. It would have taken me forever to tape this. So this is probably good.
But why didn't you spray it?
Why didn't I spray it? Well, I bought all the stuff. I bought the tape, and then there's this paper that goes next to the tape that when you sort of put it around windows and doors, stuff like that. I can't find 3 rolls of paper that I bought. So that's why I'm not spraying it. I can't find a bag from Home Depot.
And it's Thanksgiving Day.
And it's Thanksgiving Day. I'm not going to Home Depot today, so. And just saw this. This is probably dry. Oh, no, it's good. Boom. Just getting it done. You see,
Who did this?
Henry took care of this. It's nice. Got the, sometimes you let your kids help you because you want them to do some fun things. So I had him do some things and we're good. I told him to take a break. Until please take a break. This video is sponsored by Element, and lately I've been getting into warm drinks that aren't coffee. Had a little bit of tea here and there, and I'm super excited that Element sent me a tea kettle, which is ultra fancy for someone like me, and their chocolate medley electrolyte drink. This is standard Element, which has all of the magnesium, potassium, and sodium that I'm looking for on a daily basis, but adding hot water to this is a whole new level of fun. I'm probably not gonna use this for pre-workout, but post-workout on a cloudy, somewhat cool day, this sounds absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna give it a go. So in there, we've got chocolate raspberry, chocolate mint, chocolate chai. I think I'm gonna start first with the chocolate chai. So let's do that together. Look at that. I don't know why, it just makes me happy. That's really cool. Element is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means a lot of salt with no sugar. Element is used by everyone from NBA, NFL, and NHL players, Olympic athletes, Navy SEALs, CrossFit athletes to everyday moms and dads and exercise enthusiasts. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Jason Grubb. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Jason Grubb. That's so good. My glass is a little silly. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh my God, that's so good. You should probably pick up the chocolate medley. I can confirm that the chocolate chai is phenomenal. I'll taste the other two and I'll let you know how they go. I'm already painting my garage, so I didn't feel dominant enough, so I'm gonna paint the opposite. No, I think it'll look good with a darker background behind me when I do videos. So it just has some contrast. Normally, I want light here and I want dark back there, and like it's so bright right now. I don't know, it could be a huge mistake to paint it this dark, but I think we should just give it a shot. So. Happy Thanksgiving. First coat is done, edging is done, and it looks good. It looks really good. And there's plenty of lighting here, which is great. And I think that any color we put on the walls is gonna look really, really cool. Like we put banners and stuff like that. It should be really nice. Second coat after turkey. No, second coat tomorrow. And then the next day, pull-up bar is gonna go somewhere and rings are gonna dangle from the ceiling somewhere.
This is what we know.
This is what we know. I have someone helping me with that. Is it Auburn versus Alabama maybe? The Iron Bowl? Feels like red bread.
Well, iron, I think, because this is an iron. Alabama had a lot of iron.
Oh, iron, okay. Yeah, so we'll see. We were kind of contingent on, that game starts at 2:30, so we may have to train a bit earlier that day. We'll see. Yeah, now I'm gonna bring essentials in. Otherwise I'm leaving stuff out. I don't think it's gonna rain. So it looks good. Home gym coming together. What are you doing on a Saturday night? I'm gonna organize this garage and make it a gym. So today I had a couple of things installed, which is really cool. I had this rack mounted on the wall so I could hang my barbells. I had the pull-up rack installed. Have the rings installed up there. And a couple of attachments up here to hold these two rowers and a bench over there. Now, I'm gonna take everything out of this garage so that I could put the floor mats down, vacuum, blow it all out, move everything back in where it should be, and hopefully be training here on Monday, at least have one of my sessions here. Here we go. I have 5 stall mats that are the same thickness. I have a stall mat that's a little bit thicker and 2 thicker long stall mats. Just trying to figure out where I think I'm gonna work out. I'm probably not gonna be doing clean and jerks right here, like snatches right here because of the rings. I can always pull the rings to the side and open this up. Maybe I do that. I don't know. I'm trying to decide where to put the jerk blocks, really. What I don't wanna do, I don't wanna have things deep in like that back corner because when I blow out, you can't get stuff out. So spiders could just live in that back corner. So I want to keep that back corner somewhat open to clear out. Jerk blocks may go against that wall. I think I'm going to move this somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put jerk blocks right here. That'll be great. Should fit there. Hopefully they fit. That's going to keep this open. This is a prettier corner. So I could be doing videos like, hey guys, I could do that. So I think I don't want the bar bouncing away. Maybe dumbbells underneath that window. And yeah, I think dumbbells right here. And barbells will be clear. Rogue blocks over there. Maybe I'll put some plates.
Yeah, where are you gonna put your plates?
Plates maybe under there, I don't know.
Are you hanging them? Are you gonna?
Well, I'm gonna hang the plates, yeah. But for now, they're gonna have to stack. So plates could hang. I know that's a stud. And that's a stud. This is what we know. I know there's 2 studs right there. Found out a super cool trick to find studs, actually. If you have a really strong magnet, you can run it across the wall until you find a drywall screw. And that's where a stud is. And then use a stud finder to go from there. That's free tip. So maybe I'll put the mats here. Get the mats set up, see what it would be like to do bar facing burpees. That's the largest space, or burpee box jump over is the largest space I would take. make sure I can do those, because in my old garage, I had to always reconfigure everything. And yeah, and then start moving some stuff in. Just to be clear, I wasn't gifted any of this stuff. This is all stuff I've purchased over the years, sort of piecemealed it together. Some of it came from a CrossFit gym that I owned for 4 years, and I saved some stuff. I bought some things during the pandemic, and I just pieced it all together. And so some of it says Rogue Fitness, some of it says Concept 2, all of that. All of this is just, sweat equity, I guess, is what bought all of this. So I'm trying to make everything that I have just kind of work in this space. I thought when we moved in, I'd put a full rig in here and it'd just be like, huge thing. But honestly, I don't need that much. I have everything I need. Little squat stands to do squats, that's it. I've got jerk blocks, which is like overkill. Like, I don't need jerk blocks, but I have some of the simplest things, some of the most complex things, but most importantly, I have rings hanging from the ceiling. So let's do it. I could go buy new stall mats, but let's just cool the jets on the spending. But it is, it's like a 1/4 of an inch. It's not terrible. I mean, I'm not gonna clean and jerk off of that, but I could do burpees. I forgot that I have a GHD and all the machines, Echo Bike, Ski Erg, and Concept 2 bike. So all of that.
It's really cute.
Yeah, the whole plan is great. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all that stuff. And it's, I can actually store it in a certain way and pull it out and move it around to do workouts. It's probably gonna be what I have to do. I can't have it all just be gloriously perfect. I have too much stuff, but I'm used to that. So I'll have to reconfigure in my head some things on that. Okay. But jerk blocks there. GHD I thought would be in this corner. Got a new light over there. It's not a new light, it's an old light. Maybe some weights down here. I think jerk blocks over here. And we've got Echo Bike, GHD. I'm getting there. I will do a more complete tour tomorrow, but I have everything in here. And I also have some extra things that need to go into the crawl space, which I'm not gonna do at night. No way. But it might be raining in the morning, so I needed to get everything into the garage that needs to be in the garage. I've got a big trash pile out there, which is awesome. But yeah, I'll save more of this for tomorrow when there's better light. About to kick off session 1. We've got rowing, shuttle runs, toes to bar, rest 5 minutes, running, Echo Bike, chest to bar. It's endurance and stamina Tuesday mornings around here. It's one of my favorite sessions of the week, but it's gnarly, it's grueling, and it's about to happen. I spent a lot of time getting this organized and set up this past week, and it's 90% there, but I'd love to give you a tour before I get a workout in. So let's start with this corner. Actually, let's start outside. So first of all, we can't beat that sunset and this view. This is what we've got outside, all right? This is the yard. I still have the pull-up rig out there. And as we come in the garage, we've got wall balls up high, 14, 20, 30. We also have on this second shelf some lighter dumbbells. Here's some ice barrel maintenance things. This bag has all of the boys and Gina's workout gear. That's their gear. And then 100-pound sandbag, lots of dumbbells. Now here's the hack. This rack does not have enough strength to hold these dumbbells. So here's how I hacked it. I started at the very bottom. And if you could see underneath there, oh, it's really hard to see. Underneath there are 35-pound metal plates stacked up to the very base right there. And there too. So then I have my heaviest dumbbells stacked on top of those plates. Now I don't use the 85, the 80s, the 75s much. My 70s are back here. Here's some stuff I'm giving away. 70s are there. I use those more, so they're very accessible. On top of the 75s, I've got more metal plates, and on top of the 80s, more metal plates, which are holding up the next rack, just providing some stability there for the 65, 60, 55, 35s, 25s up there, and for that 100-pound sandbag. With a set of 50s on there, which again are primary dumbbells that I use more often than not. And when I have to dig out those heavier dumbbells, it's not that big of a deal. I will just pull them out as needed. Again, I just rarely use them, but I'm not getting rid of them. Then we've got the ski erg here. I've got some lights I want to hang up somewhere around the garage. Here's a stack of hard stop plates, the couple of high temp plates on top, whole stack of plates, everything that really I need myself. It's nice to have these extra plates in case I have someone here working out with me. I have plenty of barbells. This is just an old Rep Fitness barbell that I don't use very much. Here's an Ohio bar. We've got a little rust on it from traveling, so I've got to deal with that a bit. This is my favorite Olympic bar. Honestly, it's this bar. I'll put a link in the notes below, but this is a barbell that was delivered under $200 and it's the best barbell I've ever used for Olympic lifting on my own. I really love it. Rogue bar, Rep Fitness bar. These are female bars here, and a 25-pound bar for my kids.
Dad.
Yo.
I'm ready to do a workout.
You ready to do a workout?
Workout since I'm gonna do wrestling tonight.
Okay. You want a workout? A strength workout?
Yeah.
You got it. Here's a barbell for my youngest son. Squat racks, those are super mobile. I can put those anywhere and they can raise and lower for me or anyone here. Gymnastics mat, I'll lay that on the floor next to a wall when I'm doing handstand push-ups. Echo bike, Concept 2 bike. I've got a plyo box here, bench here, right here, so that I can watch things sometimes when I'm working out. I kind of like doing that. Over here, I just have garage storage. Like, there actually has to be space for things that I need in the garage. Tools, which is basically what all of that is. Jerk blocks and a plyo box up there. Another plyo box, all these jerk blocks, which I rarely use, but when you do use them, they're so nice to have. And honestly, I'll just use moving them into a specific place if I'm gonna use them. That's my warm up for the day. Then I have a rower hanging up on the wall there. I have a second rower hanging there. Here's some spare wood that I'm probably gonna use to help attach some bumper plates to the wall. It's a whole thing. I'll explain that later. And then a bench against the wall. So extra things that I have in here that I don't need. I have this extra bench on the floor that's got to go away. I have weight vest, sandbags, some battle ropes that I'm gonna donate or give away, and everything else in the space. So that was a quick tour, but it just gives you an idea of what I have in here and how special this place is to me, because, you know, I wasn't sure we would get a house that I could actually even have a gym in the garage. The fact that we do have that, I forgot to mention, I mean, we've seen this, but I have the rings that get to the ceiling. I could do everything I need to do in here. These are 14.5-foot ceilings. I'm gonna order a rope, so I could do rope climbs if I need to, ring muscle ups, bar muscle ups, pull ups, toes to bar, all the machines, all the weights, plyo boxes. I even have a sled out in the driveway. So I can really do anything here, and that's pretty exciting. It's definitely something I was looking for in a house. It's pretty special that this has all come together. Keep going, guys, keep going. question that everyone's asking is, why would we leave the paradise of RV life and buy a home? And we'll just say this, that being in an RV is great. It's not paradise, but it is really fun. And honestly, the day that we moved our last piece out of the RV into the home, we were pretty sad, like closing a chapter on living in that space, 350 square feet, pretty wild. What we needed to do was make a decision about kind of the stability that our kids needed, maybe even we needed, or even I needed. When we travel, every other Sunday or every other Thursday, or sometimes we travel on Thursdays and Sundays, it made it really, really difficult to be productive, to feel stable. We're always sort of exploring a new area, getting used to it, and then moving on. And that is great. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we'll probably do a lot of exploring in life as well. Maybe we fly there, and we haven't even decided what we're gonna do with the RV. There's a likelihood that we'll keep it. Next month, we're traveling to Colorado. My daughter's gonna have a baby. I'm gonna be a grandpa, pretty crazy. I'll have to do a whole video about that because that's insane. We'll still spend a month in Colorado in the RV, and the house will be here and it'll be just fine on its own. Then we'll come back, we'll put the RV back in storage, and then we'll see what our next trip will be, or if we sell or downgrade, or what we want to do. We haven't decided on that. All we know is that we wanted something stable. We want the boys 10 and 6 years old to be able to be involved in community and sports. They're at wrestling tonight. That's what's happening right now, and that's a good thing. And for me and my wife, it's great to be part of a community. In Birmingham here, we have a number of friends already that we really enjoy hanging out with, and that's a good thing. We found ourselves fairly isolated on the road, and while we're virtually connected to so many, and I'm connected to a lot of you virtually in this way, it's not real. It's not real people, and there's something to be said for being around the same group of community, real people, day in and day out. Co-founder for my Boulder Athlete business is also here in the Birmingham area, so it's nice to be close to him as well. So we're in Birmingham, and we're technically in the outskirts of Birmingham in a smaller town called McCalla, which is very mountainous. No one knows this if you're not from Alabama, but there are all kinds of mountains up here. So literally it's a mountain to get up our driveway in one sense, but when we look out off our driveway, out of our front door, we look over some rolling hills. We'll call them hills because we're from Colorado. Colorado has mountains. There are some really nice hills around here and dense forests. In fact, we live in a forest that's cleared for our house, and it's a really special place. My wife and I had this tug of war when we were trying to decide where we wanted to live. I wanted to live as close as possible to the gym, and she wanted to live on as much land as possible. And we found this house almost just serendipitously. I didn't want to look at it. It was fairly inexpensive, and I just thought, well, it's just not going to be a house that I'm interested in. And we came and took a tour. We're like, wow, it's 15 minutes from everything that we need to be a part of. It's also on 3 acres. It's very remote feeling, so we like that part too. And in this economy, we were able to actually pay for this house without taking a mortgage. I just share that because I'm learning something about myself. It's probably the first financially responsible decision I've ever truly made. Because we were looking at houses that were much more expensive with more land and a big mortgage. I was like, well, I'll just hustle, I'll just work harder, and I can always figure out how to make money. Actually settling into a house that we could pay cash for and not take on a mortgage came this amazing idea, and we were able to pull it off. And now I look out and I see, a big boulder, or there's this batch of boulders just down the hill over here that our boys love to play on. I'm like, those are my boulders. There's hundreds and hundreds of trees. Those are my trees. I own these trees. I own this land. I own this house. Those walls are my walls. I painted my walls. My bank doesn't own this. I have to pay taxes. I have to pay insurance, all that stuff. But there's a lot of freedom in just, I don't have a mortgage. And that's fairly addicting. And now I want to get rid of every other debt that we have. That's why we made this change. Stability, having a home base, and also still having the opportunity to travel to see our older kids in Colorado, to see other places in the country maybe that we don't drive to, but we fly to, and maybe even do some world traveling as well. It's been a good thing, and I love this space, that's for sure.